My man Zane, hey, I'm so glad that you were able to jump on this call so we can have this conversation. It was great meeting you at the event last week at Mitch Felix's Real Producers event. And I
Yes.
thought that you had a really interesting product. I mean, full disclosure, obviously, I love the gym. I think the gym helps me so much, both
Hmm.
mentally and physically. So I thought it would be great to interview you and to see how you started in this gym and what you offer. So
Hmm.
let's take it from the top. I'm really curious about your story. How did you get into this business?
Sure. Thank you, Nima, for having me on. And yeah, I really enjoyed the Silicon Valley Business Real Producers meeting. It was great. I really enjoyed getting to know you and hearing you and your family speak there. It was great. It was awesome.
Thank you.
So for me, what got me into it was because of my love and passion for health and fitness. It was my hobby. I just enjoyed working out in the gym and being healthy and fit and strong. And I, growing up, I was like, I did sports a lot. I did football, track and field, taekwondo, and just was really active. Yeah, really active in sports. And it just really was a way of life for me to be fit.
Mm.
Um, and let's see, I think as I was looking at what to do with my life, getting out of college, and I what I started off with was teaching. So I enjoyed teaching for a while. Worked at Valley Christian School and was a teacher there, and then I also worked in admin with the Agape schools, neighborhood Christian schools as well, and was able to enjoy that for a while. I operated the two campuses there, worked with up to 80, I believe, employees, teachers, and then 300 children. So it kept me busy. But over time, I just really wanted to, I've always had an entrepreneurial drive as well. I wanted to be able to figure out ways to um, build something that of my own that would be able to incorporate my passion for fitness as well, which to some extent I did do that when I was teaching. I did the after school strength and conditioning program at Valley Christian and was involved in that. And when I did that after school strength and conditioning coaching part, I remember the sense of happiness I felt when I was helping students with their own fitness and being able to change lives that way, as well as helping them with academically. Uh,
Yeah, that's awesome.
and it was just great to be able to connect with the students that way. Um,
I just got into contract, just real quick. I got into contract on a townhouse in Willow Glen last night in the listing agent.
wow. Hmm.
Yeah, it was a Valley Christian grad, and
Awesome.
I totally thought of you. Yeah, and one of the seller actually also went to Valley Christian, and I know him personally, and we kind of
Oh,
made that connection. It's a small world.
yeah, small world.
Yeah,
Exactly.
man. So,
Yeah.
and when did you get started? Like, when did you officially
Hmm.
start? Like, like I'm going to go on a business for myself. I have this vision. I think that I can provide value to, people on an individual basis instead of like group, right? Group assessments. I'm assuming you don't do groups anymore. It's more on um, the individual basis.
Hmm.
So that being said, how did your business, if any, change during COVID from when you started it to, when March 2020 came around?
Yeah, great questions. So backing up, I at some point I was looking into ways to be able to have more time and money at the same time, to be able to have more time to spend with my kids and my family was the bottom line. So I thought, well, I was looking at various models for fitness businesses, and one that stood out was in-home personal training, where I could build a team of trainers and we can reach out to people who really needed help with that. At the time, though, I was working 12 plus hours a day in the school setting, and I had gained a little bit of weight myself, and I wasn't happy with how I looked. I
The
was
COVID 20.
got I was 30 pounds, I think, overweight. For me, that was not good, and
Mhm.
And so I didn't feel my best and my athletic self that I used to feel. So I was looking around for ways to get help with that because I had tried many different programs. I was still working out in the gym, but the stress and so on added to it. It was harder to lose weight, especially as I was getting older. So I met a trainer at a health fair, and she had shared with me her story, which really resonated with me. And she had these nutritional products as well displayed that she was selling. And so I thought to myself, okay, well, I've tried almost every nutritional program out there. I don't know if I should try this or not, but I decided eventually I gave it a shot. And the difference with this program was it was from a trainer for one, and two, it incorporated the principles of eating healthy whole foods from the three major macronutrients. It
Mhm.
wasn't like a restrictive diet program per se, where it was an extreme restrictive caloric program or a fad diet. It really was based on eating healthy whole food with some on the go healthy options, which was amazing to me, which I needed at the time because I was so busy.
Yeah.
So that helped me lose the 30 pounds while decreasing body fat and increasing muscle. I incorporated a few of her suggestions in the gym as well to save time, to be able to create more results with my time, compound muscle exercises, things like that.
Mhm.
And I learned from her as well. So she had competed as a bodybuilder. So, and man, I saw the results because I got the best of both the workout and the nutrition. And I thought, and then I lost the 30 pounds. I had my transformation, which is on, you can see my transformation pics on our pages. But
Yeah.
I thought, okay, this is great. So I thought, if I'm in this situation as a busy dad, a busy husband, busy professional, I think I can help other people. And this could be since I'm passionate already about it, I could build a company that could help people. And so I started off on doing that. Um, and at first it was really tough, starting from scratch, got my certification, started training people. Um, then I started to grow my team of trainers. And then about 6 months ago, I came across a model that would even help me scale even more using an app called Send Me a Trainer. And that helped me to reduce my costs and increase my revenue as well. My sales doubled basically
Nice.
as everything flows through a convenient app. Whenever you make something more accessible, more convenient, more practical, then clients love that. And when it came to
Oh yeah.
in-home training, they can just get on an app, select which trainer they want based on their bio, their background that's already displayed on the app. And the prices are there. They can just click hire trainer and just go from there and have a trainer come to their door. It's pretty amazing. And so it took a lot of the legwork and time out for me. So
I
then I was able to
mean,
grow my business,
yeah.
and transform lives as well, just like mine was. That's how I got into it.
Talk about the Uberification, right, of fitness. I mean, my real estate coach always tells me that in today's on-demand economy,
Mhm.
consumers are not there to kind of wait around for a few days. For example, hey, sorry, I'm on vacation. I know you want to see that house. I'll reach out to you in 5 days once I'm back. I mean, most likely that individual won't be there once you come
Mhm.
back, right? So my coach, through Tom Ferry once said that um, like the Domino's app, right? I don't have the Domino's app, but this is an example he always used with me. He said, once you make an order on the app, it'll tell you, hey, your order's processed. It'll give you another notification. Your pizza's in the oven, your pizza's
Mhm.
out, and then hey, it's with
Mhm.
the delivery driver. It'll be at your doorstep like that. So
Yeah.
everyone they stay engaged and know exactly what they're looking for, right? And I feel like this is something that you're offering,
Mhm.
right? You had mentioned that just to try to streamline it as much as possible, you got this app. And I can tell you from a busy professional to one busy professional to another,
Mhm.
for me, I mean, that provides me with a lot of value. Being able to get the app, book a class, throw it on my calendar, know when I'm going to be working. I'm like, all right, I got that checked. Now, on to the next. And
Right.
I think that that's a super cool thing. Earlier, you had mentioned that outside of fitness, something about nutrition. And I remember when I first
Mhm.
met you after the panel that I was on, you had mentioned that you also offer like nutritional guidance or meal
Mhm.
plans. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that, please?
Sure, absolutely. So I had tried, since I've been working out and doing fitness and passionate about that and nutrition since ever since I can remember. I mean, when I was 9 years old, I bought my first weightlifting set at a garage sale for $5, you know, and just started working out in the garage, You remember those old cement weights? I don't know if you, but
Oh
they're cement,
yeah.
yeah, with
Yeah, they had a
the
little
plastic
plastic
around it,
coating around, but the inside was cement. Yeah, I
cement. And then
remember
when they
those.
got old, the cement started falling out. That I mean, I was
Yep.
just that's just always I've always loved that kind of thing.
We're dating each
Uh,
other right now.
yeah,
We're
exactly.
dating each other.
And so and I've always been like, man, what are the foods I can eat to build the muscle and be get increase my speed a little bit when I run and just have more strength and more power and more energy um, and so when I was 17, I believe, I hired a bodybuilder to. He gave me a nutrition program as well as a 5 days a week program to workout program. So I followed it exactly, and the principles behind that I still follow today. Which in the morning you have a meal replacement shake. At the time it was Carnation Instant Breakfast with mixed with milk, and I think he even told me to mix it with water, but I did milk. But and then we have or no, he did say put it in non-fat milk, which I followed, and then it was 4 eggs in the morning, so the protein, but it had a combination of protein, complex carbohydrates with the rice and the potato, and the proteins and the healthy fats with the fish and the things like that, so it it had a combination of complex foods from healthy, the three major macronutrients, foods from healthy carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. And it was all whole food based, like from actual food from the ground or from the tree or not processed, right? Most of it. Um, and it was also selecting foods that had some variety and some were tasty. So I enjoyed it. So there was an element of enjoyment. I got into the habit of eating healthy. I saw the results. I went from bench pressing let's say 265 weighing, no, 280 weighing 165 to bench pressing 340 weighing 180. So my weight went up maybe 15, 20 pounds, but my bench press went from 280 to 340, which was 60 pounds in the matter of just a few months from my junior year to my senior year in high school. So and so I was able to beat the school record in bench press, which at the time at Valley Christian was 335 pounds. And I thought, okay, I want to beat that record, 335. And so I got 340, my senior year and everything. That experience hiring a professional trainer who taught me how to work out properly and eat changed my life. His name was Glenn Smith, and the bodybuilder. So he taught me all that. And then it made a huge impression on me. And I thought, man, it's really important to know what you're doing to get the best results. So with the nutrition side, that was also something later on that I remembered, okay, that shake in the morning, because that helps to give you the nutrition you need from the healthy shake. And it helps to also fill in the gaps so you don't end up overeating as much, because you already get partially satisfied, curbs your appetite from the shake because you get the protein and all that. And but you still eat healthy foods with it, and then you have a shake before bed in the evening.
There you
And
go.
so that principle stuck with me. And then when I met Sarah, she was saying the same thing. She just had a different meal replacement shake that she used. And when I compared the ingredients from Carnation Instant Breakfast, which I bought in the store, to the isogenic shakes, which she was saying you should do isogenic shakes, I couldn't believe the comparison. It was just between night and day. Like the whey protein in the isogenics is from grass-fed cows raised in New Zealand. They do not boil the milk. It's a low heat process. So they maintain the nutrients more because it's low heat. It's called undenatured whey protein. And when I started switching I just simply switched my shakes from the milk and the carnation to having isogenics mixed with water, because it already tasted good even with water. It's a thick, delicious shake. I started losing that fat. I started increasing energy. My results in the gym were more even with less time and effort. More muscle, less fat. Of course, I was incorporating some of those pointers that she gave me about how to work out more effectively too.
And I'm sure a lot of people can find a lot of value in this, right, Zane?
Yeah.
Like for example, I've been totally guilty of this, where I'm like, man, I work out. I mean, this is before I got back into martial arts, when I'm just going to a standard gym. Like, I work out every single day after work. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not losing any weight. I feel like I hit this plateau.
Yeah.
And now, full disclosure, my wife is a trained dietitian at Kaiser. So she was the first person to tell me a few years back that abs are made in the kitchen. And that's
Right.
something that I always remembered, right? So it's like, I can train as much as I want, but if you're going home and eating deep dish pizza and beer, chances are you're not going to hit that, flat washboard abs, right? BMI that
Right.
you're looking to achieve.
True.
So it
Yeah.
seems like it's super important, right? Like you said, to have, that meal replacement plan in place in conjunction with your workout, right?
Right.
They like have a symbiotic relationship going with one another, right? Where you need
Yes.
both of them to achieve those results. Now,
Yeah.
what options do you provide your clients? Like, for example, for workout space, do you send a trainer, or whether it's you or another one of your colleagues, do like the working out at home at the gym? Like, can you train them at their office if they're back at the office right now, for example? What are the options that you provide?
The options we provide is we come to our clients at their home, their office, wherever they want to train, except for commercial gyms where they already have their own trainers that they pay and employ, because we would be competing with their sales. So we don't usually train at like commercial gyms such as 24-hour fitness and so on. But the private gyms, the apartment gyms, HOA gyms, places like that, we can train home gyms. And a lot of people like that. It's really a luxury service because we come to them and provide that private setting that they choose. So it's a luxury service that we provide, and it's the convenience as well.
So like if they have kids at home, for example, if they're swamped at work, and let's just say they only have an hour to train, and they barely have enough time to leave the house, you can show up and devote that hour to getting them the most efficient training regimen in place, right?
Right. Either the hour. Yes, private professional. So either the hour or 30 minutes. We have two different time options for the 1 hour or the 30-minute. We also have not only the in-person option, but the live online, so that you actually meet with the trainer, two-way video feed as well for both the 30-minute and the 1 hour options. We also provide group training if they want that. It comes out to, I think, $15 per person extra for group, which is a great deal.
So you can get like a spouse or a friend, right? And do kind of like an accountability thing where you guys work out together. Hey, for some people, that's more fun, right? When they have a buddy to work out with. I know a lot of people that always want to go to the gym with somebody else, right? Just to kind of have that accountability, or a spotter, right? Or something like that.
Right.
Now, what programs, like I'm assuming like you do a wide array of programs, high intensity interval training, stuff like that. What options do you currently at Send Me a Trainer? What do you offer to people, like the different programs that folks can get into?
Yeah, good questions. So we offer convenience, customization, and creative workouts because we offer what's attractive to our busy professionals is we offer a time efficient and effective workout or fitness program that will get results. So it's time efficient and effective. They're all our busy professionals. Their main goal is to get the results in the least amount of time and trouble as possible, because they've already have so much going on in their life. They
Right.
just want to delegate this part of their life that's not working right now to somebody that can help them. They
Mm.
don't want any more stress, have to deal with driving anywhere to do it. They don't want to have to spend any more time or energy than they have to because they already have so much going on their plate. So this actually has to help them get energy. It has to be a solution. See, so
Yeah.
because a lot of our clients, they're like, their doctor says you need to do something or else you're headed for a heart attack or a stroke. You have to, or they have a prior injury and the pain is just getting to be too much in their lower back or their knees or their joints. And or they want to have healthy aging and they want to just continue to be able to be productive and enjoy their children and grandchildren without slowing down a whole lot and having the low energy and so on.
Right.
And so the healthy aging, injury rehabilitation, and losing weight or burning fat while building muscle. Those are the three major uh, goals that our clients have. And so we provide a personal training program that customizes for each one. Generally speaking, we do incorporate cardio, flexibility, or stretching with the core exercises, and also strength training or resistance training with little to no equipment. Because we come there, we do a lot of these things such as dynamic stretching, which is stretching while you move, dynamic stretching. And so we're working the muscles while they're stretching. So we're accomplishing both the cardio even while they're stretching, because they're stretching while they move, and we're doing strength training because they're stretching while they're moving. They're using their muscles, and they're also working on the balance, because a lot of our clients, they need to work on balance and
Right.
flexibility and strength training all in the same exercise. So that's why it works so well. We accomplish a lot of things all at once. We also incorporate the principles of compound muscle exercise, meaning that compound exercises is where you use multiple muscles in the same exercise at once. So, for example, instead of just doing a squat, we oftentimes do a dumbbell squat press, okay, where you're doing a squat, and then as you come up, you're doing a press, right? Squat, press.
Right.
And so that incorporates both the lower and the upper body movements.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And so a lot of exercises like that. So we get the job done quicker and get more results in a shorter amount of time. The other thing we incorporate is called high intensity interval training, or HIIT, because when you get your heart rate up to a certain point and keep it there, it's called the target heart rate zone. But you can calculate that with something called a Carbonian formula, the target heart rate zone, which is around 70% of your maximum capacity for your heart. And you keep it there for a certain period of time, then you experience more benefit, more results in terms of fat loss, cardiovascular health, and more results overall with endurance and strength training. So
Nice.
yeah, so that's what we do. High intensity interval training principle, meaning we oftentimes we do like circuits where we do one exercise after the next, and then rest for a few seconds, and then do another circuit. So we sometimes we have stations. That's how we can do some group training. Is we have one person doing the workout in one station, and we have the other spouse or the other person doing the training in the other circuit or station. And
Yeah.
so we keep it moving, we keep it fun, we keep it lighthearted. They've already have enough stuff going on in their life to stress them out, and that's serious and this and that. We need to have some fun, we need to have a little bit,
Absolutely.
some time to just hang out and do some fun things, but still, of course, make sure that they're doing it properly, and make sure you're guiding them along the way as well. So proper form and technique along the
Yeah.
way. So it's just it's really rewarding to be able to do this, because you're changing lives, you're having fun in the process, you're helping people get healthy and fit.
Yeah, so you offer 30 to 60 minute, right? You said 30 to 60-minute workouts,
Hmm. Yeah.
and customizable, like once a week to twice a week to 4 times a week, right? Depending on their needs, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Nice.
So yeah, on the app, they can choose the program they want. They can
Uh,
choose either 2 times a week all the way to 4 times a week, or I can customize it if they want more than 4 times a week. I just had a client text me this morning. This is life changing for me. I want to increase from 5 days a week to 6 days a week. How do I do that? And so I'm like, I'm about to step into a meeting. I'll text you back as soon as I'm done.
nice.
And
Hey,
it's things like that. So
it's very rewarding.
yeah, it's just great to lives are being transformed. They're like, I have hope now. I'm losing weight. I have
Yeah.
more energy. I don't feel miserable during the day anymore. I don't have, even though I'm stuck at home part of the day, a lot of people during COVID, they're stuck at home and they don't like, they have to do something, but they don't have the motivation to get up and do anything unless unless someone comes to them and they schedule it day and make it a priority.
Going
Right.
back to that accountability, right, that we talked
Yeah.
about. They're
The
getting more
accountability.
energy. They're feeling
Hmm.
more confident about themselves, right? As they say, like when you look good, you do good. They feel
Yes.
good, look good, do good, right?
Yeah.
All those things.
Yeah.
Man, I
Hmm.
think that's amazing, Zane. So is the app called Send Me a Trainer?
Yes, it's called Send Me a Trainer. It's a free app in the App Store and the App Store or Google Play. And it's great. It just takes a brief time to download it, just like any app, and then you just create
Yeah.
your own profile preferences, and then I'll send out like a broadcast to the trainers of that you got on there. At that point, it's just they know that you're just interested in checking it out. And then they would just click available. The trainers would click available if they're available for your preference, your goals, your location, and preferred
Nice.
days and time to train.
Yeah, okay. I'm definitely gonna check that out after we finish this call.
Great.
Now, lastly, how can folks find you? How can they connect with Zane?
So they can find me by downloading the app in the App Store.
Mhm. Okay.
And on the app itself, there's a little phone icon. Click the phone, it'll go straight to my phone. I'm the support person. It goes to my cell phone. They can
Okay.
call me. My phone number is on the website as well it's the Send Me a Trainer San Jose West location. So if you just look up Send Me a Trainer and then San Jose West, that'll go to my website. My phone number 408-256-9888. That's advertised on there as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Okay. Zane, I really appreciate you getting on this call. I hope to get one of those training sessions in. As we had mentioned when the
sure.
mics were warming up, that I am more of a martial arts guy, but I mean, some of these guys that are just super strong, I struggle with
Mhm.
at times, right? Just because
Yeah.
I don't do any weightlifting at all, to be honest.
Hmm.
I just work on stretching and that type of workout. So I can
Hmm.
definitely benefit from that. I know for sure. And
Great.
I really appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Sure.
And yeah, thank you so much. And I
Uh,
hope you keep growing the business. And yeah, well, I'll be seeing you shortly.
All right. Thank you, Nima. It's great being
All
with
right.
you, and thank you for your time as well.
Yeah, my
Take
pleasure.
care
All right, Zane,
so
take it
much.
easy.
Take care. All right. You too. Bye.